They told me to have confidence, but see, I got confidence. That's faith in motion. That's purpose with pressure. That's me walking like prayers got payroll. I got that confidence, can't knock my shine. Favor on me like I'm paid in ties. Walk through fire, came out divine. Ain't fearing nothing, the storm's still mine. Yeah, I got that confidence, I don't break, I bend. Enemies plot, but he flipped it again. They talked out, but I talk wins. Cause when God step in, that's the end. Pressure make gold, I'm proof of that. Devil throw shade, I threw it back. Came from the dirt, but I bloom like that. Talk faith big, no room for lack. I done cried, then rose like sun. Lost some folks, but I still won. Confidence, that's where I'm from. Grace on me, now watch me run. I got that confidence, can't knock my shine. Favor on me like I'm paid in ties. Walk through fire, came out divine. Ain't fearing nothing, the storm's still mine. Confidence, I don't break, I bend. Enemies plot, but he flipped it again. They talked out, but I talk wins. Cause when God step in, that's the end. I've been through, still found faith. Spoke life even when it's scraped. Joy don't fold it, elevate. Praise, got bass, make the heavens shake. Keep praying, cousin clap. Deacon stomp, we bring it back. This that church meets trap attack. God fight is all in my lap. Who gave you that glow? God did. Who opened that door? God did. Who made your faith soar? God did. And that's why I walk sure. God did. Every fall became my prayer. God fight is got me walking on air. I got that confidence, can't knock my shine. Favor on me like I'm paid in ties. Walk through fire, came out divine. Ain't fearing nothing, the storm's still mine. Yeah, confidence, I don't break, I bend. Enemies plot, but he flipped it again. They talked out, but I talk wins. Cause when God step in, that's the end. Confidence fades, but confidence, that's eternal. Say it with me. Oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence. Confidence, 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 confidence. Confidence, that's eternal. Say it with me. Oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence.
Thank you. They told you to just believe in yourself. But what if belief ain't the problem? What if the real issue is the voice in your head that don't sound like you? The one trained to doubt, to downplay, to dim your shine. See, I'm not here to teach you confidence. I'm here to unlearn everything they broke or everything that broke your confidence. You see, I walk into every room like I belong there because I do. My presence is power. My silence is strength. I trust my preparation, my purpose, and my pace. Confidence isn't noise, it's knowing. I don't chase validation. I confirm my own value. I am the evidence of excellence. My spirit doesn't fold under pressure, it sharpens. I've already survived worse than doubt. Every setback just rehearsed my comeback. I am unshakable, unmovable, and undeniable. You ever look at your own reflection and not recognize the woman staring back? I have. She was dressed in a police uniform once, badge shining, shoulders squared, a sergeant, a protector, a woman who'd been trained to run toward danger while the world ran away. But what nobody trains you for is when the danger comes from inside. The confidence ain't always loud. Sometimes it's shaken in a hospital gown, wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. Sometimes it's sitting in a therapist's office on Monday, trying to explain to God on Sunday why you still feel broken. Confidence is crawling when you used to command. It's whispering prayers through tears and hearing nothing back, but choosing to believe anyway. You see, when my partner died from pancreatic cancer, I didn't just lose love, I lost language. How do you talk about pain that deep without falling apart mid-sentence? And when my baby girl took her last breath 6 hours after birth, I stopped trusting air. I stopped trusting silence. I stopped trusting myself. Then one day, maybe it was a Tuesday, maybe it was grief's cruel joke, I realized something. Everything they said should have ended me, introduced me. Every title they took, sergeant, wife, employee, just cleared space for me to be me. Now, I still talk to Jesus on Sundays, my therapist on Mondays, and my reflection every morning. And I tell her this, you've already proven you don't break easy. You've walked through fire and came out with faith still flickering. You've lost almost everything, but never your light. Unshakable confidence is arrogance, it's resurrection. It's looking your fear dead in the face and saying, you tried it. It's knowing God still trusts you with a mission after everything you've survived. So when I say these affirmations, I don't say them cute. I say them like a woman who's wrestled the dark and won. I say them like a mother who buried a child but still believes in birth. I say them like a soldier who laid down her badge but kept her honor. Because my confidence isn't built on compliments, it's built on combats. You don't get confidence by chasing it. You remember it. You were born confident. You came into this world wide-eyed, arms open, certain that life would meet you with love. And then the world started talking. Be quiet, tone it down, wait your turn. Why? Or who did you think you are? And every time somebody said that, a layer of noise built between you and your knowing. But your knowing never left. It just been waiting for your permission to rise again. So today, right now, we turn the volume back up on that voice inside you that says, I am enough. Not when they approve, not when they understand, not when the world finally claps, but because I exist, I am enough. Confidence isn't performance, it's remembrance. It's the steady rhythm under your chaos that says, I'm still here. Even when my mind is loud, even when my past tries to sit in the front row, even when my mistakes replay like bad reruns. Because who you are, the soul of you, has never been broken, never been small, never been less than. You can't dim what was made of light. You can only forget how to see it. So we practice remembering. Now take a breath and say with me, not as a wish, but as a truth you're coming home to. I am steady. I am safe. I am certain. I am guided. I am unstoppable because I am alive. Feel the shift. That's not magic. That's memory. Confidence is the side effect of alignment. When you stop arguing for your limitations, your power starts speaking again. When you stop rehearsing failure, success remembers your name. When you stop begging for permission, destiny starts opening doors you didn't even knock on. Unshakable confidence doesn't mean you never doubt. It means you don't live in doubt. It means when the storm comes, you stand still long enough to remember you are the calm within it. See, you've been taught to chase validation, but validation is a moving target built by other people's insecurity. Confidence is the anchor. It's what keeps you grounded when everything else drifts. You don't need another motivational quote. You need to remember that your spirit has receipts. Look back over your life. Who have you survived? And what have you survived? You've been knocked down and still found rhythm in the rumble. You've lost titles, people, peace, and still got up the next day to try again. That's confidence. That's power. That's you. You were not made to be invisible. Your presence was designed to disrupt patterns. You walk into rooms and vibrations shift. That's not arrogant. That's alignment. When you stand in truth, people will feel it. Some will love it. Some will leave. Let them. Their leaving is not your failure. It's your filter. The most confident energy is not loud, it's consistent. It's the quiet knowing I don't have to prove anything. I am the evidence. So say it, I am the evidence of divine design. I am delivering proof that purpose survives pain. I am unshakable because I came to shake things up. Now, confidence doesn't come from pretending everything's fine. It comes from letting yourself be seen, even in the healing. It's saying, yes, I've been afraid. Yes, I've been broken. And still here I am. Confidence is the courage to tell your story while you're still editing the end. It's knowing that your scars are just autographs from the battles you've already won. You are not fragile. You are refined. Every challenge was an invitation to rise. Every betrayal taught you where to stop placing your trust. Every loss revealed the parts of you that cannot be taken. That's what unshakable confidence is. It's what remains when everything falls away. Listen, the universe mirrors your certainty. When you say I can't, it agrees. When you say I'm not ready, it delays. But when you say I am, the whole cosmos rearranges itself to meet you there. I am, I am, I am. That's creation language. That's divine technology. That's your programming reality every time you speak. So choose your words like sacred seeds, not sloppy habits. When you say I'm unshakable, life hears. Send me mountains, I'm ready to climb. When you say I am confident, life says good. Now here's a stage. And when fear shows up whispering, who do you think you are? You answer, I am everything God thought I was. Confidence isn't about comparison, it's about communion between your soul and your source, between your purpose and your preparation, between who you were and who you're becoming. It's when your inner dialogue shifts from what if I fail to what if this finally works. Confidence is when you no longer negotiate your worth in rooms you built with your own energy. When you stop shrinking to fit someone else's comfort zone, when you realize rejection was redirection all along. You are not behind, you are in process, and the process is holy. Now breathe that in. Feel your shoulders drop. That's the weight leaving, the weight of pretending you have to earn what was already yours. The truth is, you are not broken, you are becoming. Confidence grows in the soil of self-acceptance. And self-acceptance starts when you stop apologizing for existing. You don't owe the world your perfection. You owe it your presence. So show up messy, brilliant, healing, whole. Show up as the story God is still writing. Show up as the sermon that doesn't need a pulpit. Show up as the miracle they weren't expecting. And say it with me slow, like I promise you are keeping this time. I am confident in my timing. I am confident in my calling. I am confident in my becoming. Nothing about my life is random. Nothing about my path is wasted. Nothing about me is small. Unshakable confidence isn't ego, it's equilibrium. It's remembering that God sits in your chest every time you breathe. It's knowing that peace is not a place you find, it's a posture you choose. You can walk through fire without smoke because your focus determines your frequency. And when you tune to gratitude, fear loses its power. Confidence says, I may not control everything, but I control my vibration. I may not know what's next, but I know who walks with me. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm never where I started. Confidence is staying in the vibration of worthiness long enough for reality to catch up. When you get that, life stops being a test and becomes a mirror. You stop chasing approval and start magnetizing alignment. You stop asking why me and start declaring, of course me, because you were chosen for this timeline, for this mission, for this moment. You are the storm and the stillness, the question and the answer, the wound and the healer, the prayer and the proof. So walk like it, talk like it, breathe like it, be like it, because the universe doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It responds to embodied remembering. I am light, am love. I am peace. I am protected. I am powerful. I am prepared. I am present. I am prosperous. I am purpose in motion. I am unshakable. I am light. I am love. I am peace. I am protected. I am powerful. I am prepared. I am present. I am prosperous. I am purpose in motion. I am unshakable. I am light. I am love. I am peace. I am protected. I am powerful. I am prepared. I am present. I am prosperous. I am purpose in motion. I am unshakable. And the more you say it, the more life rearranges itself to match it. You don't need to find confidence. You are confidence. You've just been rehearsing doubt for too long. Now it's time to rehearse truth, because when you finally remember who you are, everything that isn't you starts falling away. Drop a "I am unstoppable" in the comments if you are done shrinking and ready to walk in power. Tell me, what's one limiting belief you're letting go of today? Don't just listen, declare it. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who forgot how powerful they are. Every view spreads the energy of unshakable confidence. Let's make it viral. And to the MESPs, my emotional support people, you already know I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank God for you. Lead with love, serve with strength, and rest in truth.
Confidence, 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 confidence. They told me to have confidence, but see, I got confidence. That's faith in motion. That's purpose with pressure. That's me walking like prayers got payroll. I got that confidence, can't knock my shine. Favor on me like I'm paid in ties. Walk through fire, came out divine. Ain't fearing nothing, the storm's still mine. Yeah, I got that confidence, I don't break, I bend. Enemies plot, but he flipped it again. They talked out, but I talk wins. Cause when God step in, that's the end. Pressure make gold, I'm proof of that. Devil throw shade, I threw it back. Came from the dirt, but I bloom like that. Talk faith big, no room for lack. I done cried, then rose like sun. Lost some folks, but I still won. Confidence, that's where I'm from. Grace on me, now watch me run. I got that confidence, can't knock my shine. Favor on me like I'm paid in ties. Walk through fire, came out divine. Ain't fearing nothing, the storm's still mine. Confidence, I don't break, I bend. Enemies plot, but he flipped it again. They talked out, but I talk wins. Cause when God step in, that's the end. I've been through, still found faith. Spoke life even when it's scraped. Joy don't fold it, elevate. Praise, got bass, make the heavens shake. Keep praying, cousin clap, deacon stomp, we bring it back. This that church meets trap attack. God fight is all in my lap. Who gave you that glow? God did. Who opened that door? God did. Who made your faith soar? God did. And that's why I walk sure. God did. Every fall became my prayer. God fight is got me walking on air. I got that confidence, can't knock my shine. Favor on me like I'm paid in ties. Walk through fire, came out divine. Ain't fearing nothing, the storm's still mine. Yeah, confidence, I don't break, I bend. Enemies plot, but he flipped it again. They talked out, but I talk wins. Cause when God step in, that's the end. Confidence fades, but confidence, that's eternal. Say it with me. Oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence, 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 confidence. Confidence, that's eternal. Say it with me. Oh, confidence, confidence, oh, confidence.